Hi, today I'd like to talk to you about identifying a research topic. First step to a good research project is the identification of a research topic and question. Over the next few minutes, I would like to talk to you about what you could do in coming up with a research topic, how to identify when you found a good research topic, the purpose of a research question, and how to formulate a good research question. How do we decide what to write about for our research paper? If you are writing for a class, sometimes you are given a set of topics and research questions to choose from, which is the case for us in this class. Ordinarily, you are not given a topic or research questions to write about. Sometimes you have a strong interest in a certain topic and know exactly what questions you want to explore. And sometimes you have no idea what you want to write about at all, which is often the case for students in an introductory course. Here are some approaches you can use to get an idea as to what topics you might want to explore if you are not given a set of topics or questions to choose from. First, you are always encouraged to discuss your idea with your instructor. Even if you have no idea, having a talk with your instructor will give you a helpful hint to where you might be able to look for a topic. Second, if you can get an idea from current events. News articles and discipline-specific blog posts, for example, a blog that is run by Foreign Affairs, can help you identify a topic that interests you. Next, you can pay a visit to your institution's main reference library and go through a subject or discipline-specific encyclopedia. An example would be the Encyclopedia of Political Science. Going through the contents of these encyclopedias may give you some ideas about a topic. Finally, you can do a search of your library catalog. This one is very much like doing a search of news articles or blog posts we talked about earlier, but I suppose it is a bit more of an old-fashioned way of doing things. Once you have an idea of what topic you might want to explore, you need to do a bit of a digging about the topic to see if it is worth your time and effort. I would think that all of you would agree that it is better to find out that your topic is not a viable topic earlier rather than later. So how do you test your topic to see if it's worth your time? First, do a keyword search of your topic using various databases of academic journals and publications provided by your library. Second, do a Google search using Google Scholar or an ordinary Google search engine. Finally, you can do a Wikipedia search. Yes, I did say Wikipedia. What you are interested in from this search is 1. A wiki entry actually exists, and 2. The references and outside sources associated with that particular wiki entry. Now that you have run a search of your key terms associated with your topic, what are you looking for? First, you are looking to see if your search has returned an extremely large result. If so, you might need to refine your search terms and narrow down the scope of the search. Next, you are looking to see if there has been an extensive coverage of the topic of your choice. If there has been a comprehensive coverage of the topic of your choice, you are going to run into the same problem as the first one, extremely large return. In this case, you will still need to narrow down your scope of search by refining your search terms. Also, if you are required to conduct original research and contribute original ideas to the discipline, you actually need to know how much of your topic has been covered by others so that you can identify a niche for yourself. On the other hand, if your research returns too few results, this is usually a mixed blessing. While having too few results may indicate that you have come upon a topic that is so cutting edge, you are truly one of the pioneers of the topic in question. But this may also mean you have no previous research or robust sources to base your own research on. Of course, the next question is, how do you know when you're done? Unfortunately, or fortunately, there is not an answer for this because you are the only one who can answer whether or not the test has returned a satisfactory answer. Essentially, you will know when you come to it. Now, if after going through all this, you are still stuck, have a discussion with your instructor for assistance. Now that you have your research topic, Time to put it into questions and come up with a research question. I know you're thinking, what? I have had a hard time coming up with a topic to begin with. Now I have to think of a question? Of course you do. But don't worry, because you are most likely to have already come up with some good research questions by this stage of the research. You have done quite a bit of reading as you are making your decision about the topic you are going to write about. During this process, you probably had some questions where you asked yourself, why is that? Well, guess what? Those why questions are great starting points for your research question. Essentially, research questions allow you to narrow down the focus of your research by providing a left and right limit of the topic. A good research question is very direct, succinct, and specific. At the same time, however, a good research question is designed in a way that it provides the researcher enough flexibility to explore all aspects of the question being asked. It is essential that you have a strong research question to start your research project, because a poor research question inevitably leads to wasted time and energy on your part, not to mention the frustration and bad grades that usually accompany a poorly constructed research question. When you are thinking about formulating your thought into a research question, some indications that you are not on the right path in formulating your research question are, if the answer you're looking for is so discrete that it really does not have anything to do with the larger picture, or if you are focusing on a normative conclusion. For example, the US should have pursued a better foreign policy for that event. Well, how do we measure better foreign policy? Or if the focus of your question was on an extremely narrow factual issue. Now let's look at some examples. Here's an example of a research topic. Note that the topic is not a question, but a specific issue area of a broader topic. In our example, the research topic of international conflict and security is a sub-area of a broader discipline of international relations. Now let's look at some examples of our research questions. Here we have two questions. They both begin with an interrogative, both ask a very specific question, and both are succinct and direct. However, one of them is a better question than the other, not in terms of a subject matter or topic being covered, but in terms of how the questions are formulated. Can you identify which question is better? If you have made your decision, what were your reasons for picking one question over the other? In general, the first research question is formulated better than the second one. Here is one primary reason why the first one is better than the other. While the first question is very specific about its intent about finding out why some states become enduring rivals, the question is worded in such a way that the researcher can have a latitude to explore all aspects of warfare and crisis initiation, as well as states becoming enduring rivals. In other words, the researcher is able to provide a conclusion with a range of possibilities. The second question, while it seems to be doing the same thing, if you read closely into the question, you will realize that the question is not actually designed with a range of possibilities in mind, but it is looking for a singular answer. If you think about it, how can there be only one reason that explains varying levels of influence of NGOs in different states? There should be multiple answers, and these answers would most likely be intertwined. Now, can you think of a better way to formulate the second question? Right. Something like, why do non-governmental organizations and international non-governmental organizations have higher influence in some states while they do not in others? I hope this video clip was able to assist you with thinking about how to generate a research topic and then formulating a good research question so that you can begin your research on the right foot. And if you're having a difficult time with this, do not be discouraged. Your instructors are always there to help you through this journey. And if you're in my class this semester, you're in luck. I have given you a set of research topics and research questions that you can choose from for your research paper. Always remember to ask why, and I'll see you all next time.